Hello everyone, T-Man978. Right now we're going to be taking a look at one of these MrBeast Lab Premium Series. And this is the Battle Titan, or Tiger Battle Titan. Will I get the legendary Golden Tiger? Let's find out. But I'm going to be a little bit chatty. I like to get these things out of the box as soon as possible because boxes are boring, but this is the first of this kind. But it should look like this, but if I'm one and I don't know how many, I will get the gold one with the blue highlights. It has that armor. This is MrBeast, popular YouTuber. But for $24.99, at least that was the original retail price, I think. They went up to like $26.50 because of tariffs and all that junk. This is some premium packaging. It's wrapped in plastic. You get this right here, and then it's still another real package inside. It's enclosed like this because of the whole blind box situation. Took the plastic off, cut the tape, and now and this is all like foil plated and all that junk. Like, this is crazy for an actual like 6-inch scale. Oh shit, look at that. Look at that. Holy, bruh, I'm lucky. They had the blue one. It's a blue and pink version. I decided to go with the silver, and look at this. Bruh. Nice. I'm lucky. I'm a lucky person, I guess. But here is the actual packaging. I did not expect to actually get gold. And look, how the hell is this dented? The outside packaging wasn't dented, but still, this is good. I am lucky. Let's get this out of here. Outside of everything else, it has this like card in here. Let's see what that's about. That's on the back of the packaging. I don't know if there is a game involved with this, but nice. You can go... I'm gonna have to look into this before I actually let y'all see this QR code, but there we are. Golden Tiger. It's a moose card. More stuff to talk about the packaging. It says this right here. Battle Titan, first line of defense for Beast Lab headquarters. Battle Titans are fusion linked with the Beast Lab living AI system and can be remotely piloted by the Team Beast. It does say 1-to-1 scale, so I guess if this was real, it would be the size that it actually is. Or we can use it for what I'm going to use it for, 6-inch action figure fighting. Alright, I just got this thing out of the package. It has armor that you can put on, but full disclosure right now, there's no way I'm going to be able to review this right now. Because, yeah. The hips are on. If you watch my channel, you're a Transformers fan. Now, action figures are typically on ball jointed hips, so that's not new, but these ball joints are loose AF. And this is not like hollow, cheap feeling plastic. It feels like regular action figure plastic, so these legs do have some weight to it. So I'm gonna mess with it, but I'm definitely going to be putting floor polish on here and then finishing this review, because that's going to drive me up the wall. You should not have to do that. And I saw that was a thing in the other review I watched, so I guess know that going in. That's a common problem. Alright, it's been like 24 hours since I put floor polish on. It was just Pledge floor polish. I don't know if they still sell Pledge. I've had the same bottle for like 10 years. Anywho, here it is, all geared up. 2 extra accessories once you gear it up. Now, I was like going all in on how much this thing cost. $24 originally when it was originally released this year, but they bumped it up like a couple dollars. And it does come with the amount of accessories that other toy lines like G.I. Joe would come with, like 7 or so accessories. But once you get everything on, it feels like it didn't come with anything, because you're not going to want to take some of this armor off. All right, let's get into the positives. This is substantial plastic. It is multi-layered because you got the transparent with the regular solid plastic, and it is kind of weighty, and it is like fully friggin' painted just about. So that is awesome. You get these two shoulder pads are identical. This kind of looks like a bird face. You know what? I don't know if this is usable in some other type of way. You know what? I don't know if this was meant to happen, but I can fit this over his face, so that gives him a whole different head. Never thought about that. I don't know if that is intentional. I would guess it probably is. You know what? That goes right on. I didn't see this like on the packaging, or man, there is no like instructions, but it makes complete sense. Yeah, I'm looking all over this package. Yeah, I don't see that anywhere, but this is a completely viable head, because this is like a bird beak type situation, but now you just have one shoulder free. But I'll let you see. Let me take this off. You do get this right here. This is already in the hand. This is solid, translucent, mildly pliable plastic, but painted in areas. Looks nice. Then we have this one arm guard, which is still multi-layered. Nice. Fully painted. And we get this. So, besides the melee weapon, you do get an arm cannon. So that's cool right there. Translucent piece through here. So that's nice. Detail all on it and whatnot. Now let's do a close-up on this. I wanted this guy for my like 6-inch action figure style people, because it did promote 6.5-inch action figure for like a mech robot type thingy. 6.5 inches would be good, but it's false advertisement, because this thing is definitely like just hitting 6 inches tall. So it's not very tall next to a lot of my figures, which is, I'm gonna admit, disappointing. But this special variant, and I don't know what hoops people are gonna have to jump through to get this, looks very nice. I can't compare it to the regular release, but this right here looks nice. This right here is an overlay, and I saw in the review that I looked up, the guy looked like he took this off. I don't know how he did that, but you get this translucent piece right there, which looks like it's circuitry, and like they mentioned, would have been cool if it lit up, but there's no way to do that. And there's probably some other detail back here. This is, wait, you know what? There we go. That's how you get this off. I could not figure that out till just now. So you can strip it completely down. I guess if it gets damaged, or you want to pretend that it's damaged. Yeah, I don't know if something else can like plug into the back, or maybe they're going to use this body in different types of ways in the future. But to help out the folks at home, because some people watch my channel to see types of stuff, and let's look at this. This is how high I can get these shoulder joints up without the elbow pads on. But in order for me to put the floor polish on these hips, I had to like pull it out, like put the legs out like this, and then wiggle until that popped off, and then I put the floor polish all the way around, and then I pushed it back on like that and put it back like this. But in order to get these shoulder pads on, it is a bit difficult, to be honest, but it doesn't really look like, I guess you need to get these nubs inside of this area. And here's why I don't like taking vest and armor off of pliable plastic. Actually, I think I just didn't push that back in. But you want to just put it on here and just basically force it. Force it to go to the front and the back of that. Same thing with that. And as far as the armor over here, I guess this is meant to be showing. We could take this and these little nubs right there, go into these like very loosely into that area. It stays on. When I was messing with it, it didn't fall off after I put them on top of that. So you shouldn't have to worry too much. So yeah, there we go. The hands, they just unpeg like that. And here I have him with the bird head helmet on, or bird head mask, instead of on the shoulder. So one shoulder doesn't have it, whereas this one does. But that is, I think that's cool. A cool thing that I thought of or discovered. I'm pretty sure it's intentional because it just goes right on. And these hands are very pliable, so you don't have to worry about anything. But let's let you see the articulation with this on. The head is on a ball joint, so you get a little bit of wiggle. You can rotate, and it's actually like on a hinge, so the head can look up. I don't know what it feels like. That's up right there, and this is down. Let's move the armor. It can move, look down a lot. With the armor on the shoulder, you can go out, but seemingly not above 90 like I was doing before. This is on a diaphragm or a ball post, so you get that, and of course wiggle. You get that much back, that much forward, and of course you can rotate and tilt and whatnot. Bicep swivel, elbow swivel, a single jointed elbow. It's sculpted to look like it would be double jointed, and that would have been nice. Yeah, that would have definitely been nice. Because, yeah, if it was actual double jointed, that would have been a lot more range that it could have had. The hands are all on horizontal hinges and they swivel. Legs on a ball joint, so you can do everything a ball joint can do. Swivel here, swivel above the, well, yeah, above the knee. Goes back about 90 degrees. You actually have a hinge here. This is not very useful, but it's there. I say it's not useful because the legs need to be like this for it to stand. It's not like you can do this and straighten the legs up to give it that 6.5 inch height that they advertised. But the foot comes forward, foot goes back, and you get ankle pivot. But the above the knee swivel definitely helps. For poses, it acts like a boot swivel, so you shouldn't have any type of problem posing. Yeah, this thing is decently posable. I'm actually shocked. I don't think it has that actual 35 points that they're mentioning, but yeah, it is nicely posable. And now that I've fixed the hips, is definitely a more enjoyable experience. So I think that's disappointing that you even have to do that. But yeah, I really like this. The only problem is, let's do the comparisons. Here it is next to G.I. Joe Classified Series Wetsuit, Marvel Legends Daredevil. Where this thing may actually shine is next to Transformers. It's a robot. You can put them up against these robots. Some Voyagers may be even closer to the same height as this. But yeah, I was hoping it would be more close to this Astrobot's height right there. But honestly, these things can actually fight each other and it will still make sense. And here's another mech, but given the design, it could probably also go up against the Hasbro Power Rangers as like some type of beast or monster for them to fight. It's still a little bit undersized for something like that, but it would still make sense in a battle scene. End of the day though, it is still cool. Like, I know this is the variant and all of them can't be compared to this as far as paint job, but this still looks amazing as far as the effort they put into the paint. Now, I was saying 1 in however many, but I'm pretty sure I put words up on the screen earlier, but it was 1 in 10 chances of you actually getting this one. And they have another silver one if you try to get the blue version. So that's cool. I like that it does have a melee weapon and it can have a firing weapon. And it's awesome. And I'm happy that I discovered you could take these off the shoulders and put it on the head. Now, I guess if this was like one of your only toys, and the modular nature of things would be very fun if you were like an actual kid playing with this. But I don't see myself taking this armor off too much. Besides to put this on the face, I don't see me taking this chest part off because I definitely like the way it looks armored up. And this translucent with the paint looks amazing. And besides the hips being loose out of the package, this was a great experience for me. But yeah, if you don't have floor polish or any other joint stiffener, then it might be a problem for you. Now, I do wish that it did have double jointed elbows. That would have taken it to the next level. I do like the way they did the neck, because Transformers don't even do that all the time. A lot of them don't have the ability to look up, so that's cool. And the way they did the legs is cool. Like, they even gave it articulation you don't really need. I mean, I can't stretch that out for a pose like this, so I guess it is useful that way. But yeah, this is a cool little toy. Just know you're probably going to need to fix those hips. Anywho, thank you for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action.
Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these